Games I played at UK Games Expo Part 2. And this one is a little trio from the same developer. Overgrowth is a beautiful two-player game where you're trying to create a continuous line of flowers from one side of the board to the other before your opponent. You'll take turns moving your coloured flower around the edge of the board to determine which type of move you're going to do, which might be blooming a flower in an adjacent spot, spreading your seeds to bloom a flower a few spaces away, or even overgrowing one of your opponent's flowers. This game is deceptively thinky but easy to learn and gorgeously designed. Look at this board! In Disappearing Act, you're trying to pop as many of your bubbles off the board as possible. One by one, you'll take a stack of random bubbles out of the pouch and place them on the board, trying to stack your colours together to make them pop and add to your points. But beware! In this process, you might also create stacks or pop bubbles for the other players. No! There are specific rules in this game that make it a lot trickier than it seems, but throughout the game you can choose to pay for additional abilities that you wouldn't normally be able to do. Keeps it spicy. Forest Folk is a card game where you're trying to match up specific symbols on the cards to get the most points. On your turn, you'll place a card down to build out the forest and then place a card in your own personal copse. Each player will use their secret objectives to inform where they're placing their cards. So for example, I want glades of flowers, so I'm trying to group as many of them together as possible. Cards you play to the forest also have actions, like swapping cards around, adding an additional card to the forest, or even stopping opponents from using their actions. So the game state is constantly changing, which is both fun and frustrating. Let me know in the comments if there were developers at UK Games Expo that you bought multiple games from, because from these guys, I bought 3.